Here we go, stage 1 of Moab Rocks. And I'm your host, Lauda, aka Lo.
1 year ago, I went on a journey with some new amazing humans to do some biking completely out of my element. Mountain bike stage racing for 5 days in South America. I had never completed anything like that, and woof.
I actually did not feel like a bag of dicks.
It was hard. However, it did inspire me to want to train harder and just be better. We raced this in March of 2023, so coming home, I vowed to myself to start doing more hard things. This ignited my start to finding more consistency and find the balance with my crazy travel job.
Okay, so I today have sent probably 437 different emails.
No more excuses. 2024 was gonna be my year. From Chilean adventures to many more impromptu family races, the community of amazing fans Sid and Mackie have cultivated, welcomed, and have inspired me to do more and be more vocal about it.
I was like, don't break on the roots, don't break on the roots. Good job, Lo, good job. Fuck yeah, Lo, like, you're so amazing. Like, don't break, good.
I am hopeful that documenting my life will connect and offer inspiration to people, especially for those that are also going for that pretend pro status. December of 2023 is when I started my structured training, and because I live in Durango, as well as I'm a fair-weather delicate flower, I did nearly all of my training indoors, utilizing Trainer Road. I started with their low-volume base plan, which required about 3.5 hours a week. Side note, trainer hours are so much harder than outside hours. Leading up to Moab Rocks, I was able to sneak in a little outdoor riding, a tiny little training event called 24 Hours in the Old Pueblo.
Team Big Cog Energy!
This was in mid-February of 2024. After 24 hours of Old Pueblo, I was left with about 6 weeks until the 3-day mountain bike stage race, Moab Rocks. I decided to bump my training plan up to 5 to 6 hours a week to a custom mid-volume Trainer Road plan. Yup, still riding indoors because #delicate. Oh, by the way, have I mentioned that while attempting to create this consistency and structure and just ride more in general, I also have a demanding corporate job. And that said job has booked me to fly 33 times and spend 50 nights in a hotel between January 1st and April 5th. So it turns out juggling and balancing is the name of the game. So now let's see how well I played by racing Moab Rocks.
I don't know if you can hear this. It is rip-roaring wind. I'm trying to be the ideas person that says, maybe we don't do this. Maybe we go eat snacks and watch some movies.
Oh yeah, this one, awkward, turtle. Got blown into the bushes there. I need to work on being more aerodynamic. Less of a fucking sail. I know. That's why I get low, get low, get low. Crossing the savannah or something here.
Trying to warm up my old cold bones. A bit chilly. Not feeling super sparkly yet. So hopefully that will come. Very anticlimactic start.
Have fun, folks. Be safe. Look at the smiles for miles out there. Looking good. 8 different countries represented, 27 different states. Riders from all over the world going to take on the spectacular beauty of Moab Rocks.
All right. And here we go. Stage 1 of Moab Rocks. And I'm your host, Lauda, aka Lo. So it begins. Calm down. Calma. How pretty is this? We all know that my forte is not road climbs. But here I am again, playing on the road on my mountain bike to try and find some sweet descents. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great. Is it low? Now our second favorite terrain, gravel. Ooh, throw up a little. Hot dog. This view. Almost Chilean. Note to future self, when wearing a pack, do a better pony. Love, low. Too many watts. Here we are, still on the road, just grinding away. I have to pee really bad. I need a different hobby. No, you don't. This is great. You love this. It's pretty. Alright, I stopped to pee. Now I gotta find my place again. I will say everybody's super friendly. So far, 10 out of 10. Because the people make the race. Hot dog. Hello.
You have the right idea with the headphones.
Right? Let's go. Really. You love it, you love it. Do you? You do. Great job. I think I'm almost there. I think I am. Well, learn to be more efficient on the flats. What is your deal? I think we're to the top. Almost done with this fuckery.
Right on.
Now we Where's the yeehaw? No mas. Wet sand. No me gusta. Awkward.
You don't want to do that. Live to ride another day. Here.
No, you're good.
Thanks, honey. Okay, I'm gonna sit on my butt. Uh-oh.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yes, the snatch is never.
Coming up behind you. Whenever you find a spot. Where you're fine. Going right. Thank you.
Yep.
Well, now we're into the exciting stuff. Feel like a real mountain biker now. Whee! Chunderfest! No more climbing, please. There we go. Good jump, good jump, good jump. Ooh, just taking chances. What is this terrifying sound? Yeah, yeah. Come on, Lo. Pantaloons are slipping up. Chunder fast on my taint. Don't pedal on this slow. You know what happens. I got the seat. I know what I'm doing. See them little tires? Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, my eyes are watery. J-Lo, you're not terrible. You never thought you were. No. Boys like you for breakfast. Eat boys like you for breakfast. A little self-affirmation. I'm such a good technical descender.
Woo woo! How'd it go? Oh, a chip pouch.
Would you like a snack?
Yes.
From your little baby kangaroo pouch.
Yeah.
Put your little paws in there. Feels very intimate. Would you like to put your face in there?
Now we're just getting a little weird.
No.
Yeah, that was weird.
So,
It was totally not weird. Before.
so how'd it go, dude?
Alright, so I'm squeezing my legs because I just did a 2-hour fucking climb where I thought I did really good and I paced it, and yet I was still really, really slow. This is so hard on so many different levels because I am putting in so much effort and I feel like I'm getting nowhere. And then it's really hard hanging out with my hot husband, who's fast as hell. Him and Sid are in cahoots on all of the rides. And then I have Mackie, who's blowing me away, which I can't compare myself to them, but it's so hard because those are the people who I'm hanging out with. And then to get to the top of the climb and just like have a reasonable descent and like finish up, and I finished with 3 hours, which I thought was really good. And then I was looking at the times, and like the first 2 women who finished were 45 minutes ahead of my time. I always have to ask myself, like, why are you doing this? Why are you, sacrificing so much with like training rides and like friendships? I'll give up some social stuff to go make sure I get my training ride in. And I'm like 6 out of 10, which is good. I've been like holding back tears ever since we like finished the race, and I don't quite know why. And that's okay. You can feel that way. It's not wrong. Just remember that we all sometimes just feel sucky. But we're gonna show up tomorrow.
I've been racing bikes for a really long time. I did my first race in 2003. I've started, at one point I calculated, this was multiple years ago, it was like 220 something races. So we're well beyond that at this point. You're killing it. This is not easy at all. Most people sign up to finish, like to see if they can finish, but clearly your goal is more than just like, can I make it through? Because like, you know how to do hard things.
I know.
And you want to do better. And the problem is getting better just takes time. It's never as fast as you want. No matter where you are, you're doing what you need to do. Just have different things you have to deal with because you have a full-time job that like you're comparing yourself to our results when we have 18 hours a week, 20 hours a week to train and you have like 5. The fact that you did that as fast as you did today with 5 hours of training a week, you should be so proud of that fact because the truth is, like, that's the reality of it. And once again, the whole, like, comparing things, Sid and I are like, oh, well, so-and-so is so lucky. They only race, but, like, whatever. We all are doing different stuff. You're working towards not having to travel as much, not having to do that, so you have more time to train. It'll happen.
And I love and appreciate you guys for this and all this, like, affirmation, like, real talk. And I need to, like, reprogram that narrative, not feel so shitty about this.
Yeah.
And like be proud. Like I don't understand why this feels so hard and emotional.
I mean, to be honest, I see the same thing with Sid. There are many parallels that I see.
Seriously, when I started racing enduro, like I was literally like dead last in like the first like 8 races that I did. And like for some fucking reason I was signed up for pro because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And like I thought I should be doing better and like I probably would have done better if I had just gotten out of my own head and just raced my bike instead of literally just being like so upset like every race. Like I don't know how I made it through the first year of racing that I did. It was ugly.
It's really good perspective because, you know, I went on the Tuesday night World C group ride in Durango this past Tuesday and there were 4 people. You know, we all started out so hot, but like the entire time I'm like, God, like this looks so effortless for everybody else. And there was this wonderful woman and she's like, oh, I haven't even been training. And I'm like,
yeah. Confidence comes from putting in the work and the time. And like, it doesn't mean you're going to beat everybody. It also like people are full of shit. So common in bike racing for people to just make excuses and all of this. Or if they're not doing as well as they want, they just don't try or they say they don't try. And like, it's really hard to just show up as you are and go as hard as you can and be like, yep, that was what I had today.
But then where my brain goes is like, you know, I thought I've been putting in all the work. I thought I've been doing everything. But like, is that not good enough?
At the point that you are training-wise, additional time, like you will see benefits from that. But, and the thing that most people are so terrible at is you get no benefits from training if you don't recover. With the job that you have, putting in more time on the bike literally just means that you have more stress in your life.
I guess the one positive thing that I can keep saying is like, keep showing back up. That's worth something.
Totally.
1, I need to move out of Durango to somewhere like, I don't know,
Alamos.
Kansas. No.
Come hang out with us.
Which brings me to my next problem is I need new friends.
It's a valid point. But
and I need a new husband, so he's too fast. Too hot, too fast.
Okay, so I just want to put this in perspective for you guys because I feel like Lo has been acting like she was dead last in the race, like absolutely annihilated, like no one was behind her. Lo was 6th out of 10 people in her category. In terms of like the whole race, middle-ish of the race. People should understand that like this is you beating yourself up.
I need to give myself more grace. Sometimes it's really hard to be really kind to yourself.
Imagine you are talking to you.
I would be so proud of them. It is 1, impressive that that friend showed up. It's impressive that that friend finished. And if we're really being honest, that friend had a really good time, even at the sucky bits.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I want a hug too.
Come on, Joe. Cuddle puddle. Wee. Whose butt is that? Whose butt is
That's Maggie's. No, that's mine.
A huge thank you to everyone that just watched my first ever video. Please make sure that you subscribe so you know when I drop part 2 of Moab Rocks.
If your friend had just had the result that you had at this race, what would you say?
Be better.